Hey, what's up, y'all? Here's part 2 of the Kia Soul. So the first thing I'm doing is getting it cleaned up. I went ahead and polished out the headlights. They were in pretty rough shape, and they're not perfect now, but I got them back to like 90% and then hit them with some ceramic coating, so it should protect them for the next few years. And then the next thing you're gonna find anytime you buy a car for cheap, you can always expect it'll have a funky smell. When that happens, first thing you should do is unbolt the seats and look at all the fun things. I've already started cleaning in here. Look at all the fun things. Most of it was dog hair, but it was very obviously some drinks had spilled in here, along with who knows what else. So that's what I'm working on now. Vacuuming out all this dog hair, giving the interior some deep cleaning. Like I'll get in there, I have a brush that I'm about to use. Getting inside the cup holders, down there around the e-brake handle. And then after I get all that stuff cleaned up, then I'll start working on the seats. Those are gonna need some love too, especially in the back. So one more pro tip when you're doing this, if you're gonna clean under the seats, is to go ahead and slide the seat all the way back and then recline it enough so that when you tilt it, the reclined part rests on the back seat and doesn't pull on your airbag wiring for the seat. Now, of course, if you're gonna remove the seat, which does sometimes make this easier if you're not gonna just try to clean around it like I am right now, is to disconnect your battery before you disconnect the seats. That way, when you pull the seats out and then put them back in and then reconnect the battery, it doesn't throw an airbag light. Because if you just pull the seats out while the car's plugged in, it's probably going to give you an airbag light when you plug them back in. Next pro tip, like I was talking about funky smells, is this bad boy. This is not too terrible. This is the cabin filter, but it's only $9 on eBay. And this one is relatively full of pet hair, which will also lead you to believe that some of the smell will be trapped in there. So by doing a good interior cleaning, it's always good to change out your cabin filter at the same time. All right, so here's a little bit of before. This is the driver's side. This is what I'm using. Just a brush, a drill with a brush, a pet hair brush, and then some all-purpose cleaner. And then this is how it looks after quite a bit of work. It's not completely finished, but it's getting there. Checking in with a little update. Here we are a couple days later. So got all the dog hair out. And then the next step was grabbing this little machine, borrowed it from a friend. I'm probably gonna go ahead and buy one. It's just like a little spot carpet cleaner. But the worst part of the car on the interior was the seats. And they came out pretty good. I mean, compared to how it was when we started, it's night and day. So now what I'm getting ready to do is, I mean, this clear coat isn't the best. It's starting to fade in some areas, and on the spoiler back here, it's completely gone. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just throw a ceramic coating on all the paint, just to kind of preserve what's left of it, and then once it's time to sell the car, I may consider having it repainted. Just depends on the rest of the condition at that time. All right, I'm pretty much done with cleaning on this thing. I did order a new Kia badge for the front there. Let's check out the inside. No more dog hair. Nice clean interior. Ordered some new floor mats as well. Didn't have any. Let's pop the hood. I didn't take any videos, but I did give the engine bay a little detailing action. So this turned out pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell with the sun the way it is right now. And then it did have a broken windshield. New windshield's gonna go in tomorrow, and then I'll get it legal at the tax office, and we'll get this thing listed and see if anybody wants to rent it.